Are you feeling like a loser? Because the devil loves a good loser. And this is Devilated. And I have no idea what the context of this game is, because there's no real story. But I guess you're stuck. You were in a boat, and somehow you got into this weird catacombs or whatever this place is, and that's this game, Devilated. So when I started playing it, feels like Vermintide 2 meets like the speed of Doom or Hexen and Quake. It's definitely like a throwback to classic retro shooters. Probably the best looking of the number of, there's been so many like a landslide of like retro shooters just out of nowhere lately, and this is easily the best looking one of them all. It's got a certain gritty style to it, and people were criticizing it, but it's got its own look, and like it's not quite Quake, it's not quite something else, it's just got its own look to it. Like, unlike other games where they look decent but it looked like a lot of something else came out, this has its own unique look. Gritty yet kind of fantastical, sort of gothic, I guess, some sort of gothic Quake look. Anyways, you can speed up time or slow it down. I didn't really use that, to be honest. Maybe I should have. Near the end I died because I was surrounded by 3 enemies, but yeah, it's kind of like an RPG Quake. I think that's the best way I can describe it. Sort of like Hexen meets Quake. Anyways, and there's 100+ weapons. I found some shovels, dual pistols, I think it was a shotgun, I don't know what that was. 70 items, dash, and dual wield. If you overpower your shovel, you can like dash forwards, and I don't know, I used it at first, and you have to use it, but I didn't really use it unless I had to use it to break through this honeycomb walls. I don't know what they were. Yeah, a lot of the fighting feels very hack and slash. So once I started using the pistols, I felt like the game wasn't as threatening, unless like I was careless and I let the enemies get too close to me. Because the pistols, you have infinite ammo, but I don't think they're super strong too. There's a lot of haunting enemies that are creepy and confrontational. There's ones that look like classic horror enemies, and then there was one TV head enemy that fires its head, like its image on the screen at you, which I thought was the coolest one that I saw so far. Then there's like sort of like creepy baby, I don't know how to describe that, like children of the earth or something, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, they're creepy and confrontational, they're very aggressive, so you have to be careful. There's a lot of grittiness, Quaker Seum, but a lot more polished, and there's a lot of music like Seum, which we played like a long time ago now. All the enemies are fast and relentless, so if you're not aggressive and you're not playing super carefully, kind of like Ultra Kill, you're gone really fast. You get hit like 2-3 times, you're done within seconds. It's that aggressive. The enemies are that aggressive compared to some other games. You really can't idle in this game even for a second. Yeah, it's, as I said, it's like Ultra Kill without projectiles so far from what I've seen, and they love their projectiles in Ultra Kill. Yeah, the game seems easy at first, and it's kind of slow at first, but then it starts to pick up and get more interesting. Even the developer said, you know, the first hour or so is kind of quiet, but then it gets more intense. I would say the first 20-30 minutes for me, and then I started getting more interested, jumping around, you know, just what you would expect from an FPS. My biggest gripe of the game is there's a lack of story, and I feel like as I kept going on, I sort of like, I was just wandering the halls, like maybe this won't bother you, but I just found like, I was wandering halls, so I was sort of like, you know, I don't know, maybe it's pacing, I don't know what it is, but I just felt like I was wandering the halls kind of aimlessly a bit, just without a set narrative, lots of gore and action. It seemed kind of mindless, and like some people would be okay with that. I just found like I kind of missed like the story of Doom 2016, or you know, just any game which has a story where you're following a narrative. But if you're looking for a game that plays like a retro title yet has the modern graphics and sort of stylings, or at least looks semi-modern, I would say give Devilated a try. It's you could get it. Sorry, it's $22.79. You could probably get it for 10 or 15 bucks, which is a pretty good deal for the entertainment value. I think it's like 10 hours or more of gameplay. I'm not sure. I would say it's a solid 8 out of 10 for what's there. But I just feel like for this gamer, it needs an overarching narrative. Otherwise, you know, it's just sort of too mindless for my tastes. But definitely check it out. And yeah, don't be too devilated. Keep on gaming. Bye.